Nice magazine. CO2 goes in the base plate there. Included a bumper, it's quite nice. Everything on it is really quite nice. Good spring tension. Not so tough as to be ridiculous, but at the same time it's going to feed. Standard outlet up the top there, very much like a GBB normal gas mag, set as CO2. So that's good. Holds 39 rounds, plus your one in the chamber. That is the squeakiest styrofoam ever. Right, what we got here? A gun. This is what the purpose of the video is, it's just to show you the gun. I haven't fired it yet. This is literally me taking out the box and having a little look at it. This little plate here, where the serial number goes, it's got holes right through, which is a bit weird. I'm trying to have a little look in there. Now there are threads, but there's no screw, so I can see threads, but no screws. I don't know what that's about. Either way, not too fussed. Can't remember years ago having my old one, but this is a nice finish. This is anodized. It certainly seems to be heavier than a plastic slided one would be. I don't really know. This was years ago. The sights are very much the same, still white dots. No rattle there. Tiny bit of play to the front side, but not very much. I'm sure it's just something I can do up. Energy sticker. Yeah, 1.5 joules maxi. Caution, incapable of firing, magazine removed, made in Taiwan. Gold finish on it is really nice. Very nice. Glock style takedown apparently, it would seem, on the Sigma. You got your slide lock. Cool, that is a stiff slide. Didn't expect that. Outer barrel also polished and anodized. Very nice. You got your feed ramp just in there. Seems to be pretty clean and pretty good looking. I can see a hot rubber. You got threads in here which enable the attachment of a suppressor made specifically for the KWC Sigma, which is good. Barrel is very thin, looks like a wide diameter barrel. Not beveled, it's worth noting. So we'll see how that affects accuracy. I'll do an accuracy test at some point. Recoil rod, very solid. Looks like it's die cast. It's probably going to be okay. I shouldn't have thought it would snap. I hope not. The lower frame, all ABS. Smith & Wesson trademarks. That is an authentic trade right there. That is a Smith & Wesson logo. Safety trigger on these. It's kind of like Glock safety almost, but not. You know what I mean? Like a two-stage trigger. So, very curved as well. Feels extremely strange holding this. You probably best bet. It's a very small trigger as well. Best bet is to hold it in the middle, I would guess, and pull firmly, but not too firm. This gun is single action. It's got an internal hammer, which you can see just there. So it is literally cock and fire. Cool. That's a hefty recoil spring. Think guard 150% recoil spring plus a bit more. It's a stiff one. It's a stiff one. It's a stiff recoil spring. No innuendo implied. Okay, trigger pull. It's stiff, but it's got a positive break. Not too much creep, so that's quite nice. Magazine release. Not very much tension. Plastic. Plastic inside as well. Not too bad. The nozzle and everything we'll have a look at. Right. Let's have a little nosy about. Hold on whilst I try and take this down. Now, the internals here are really alright. They're actually not that bad at a glance. They're pretty good. The two screws which are missing, I've got no idea what the hell they're for, but they are definitely missing, and they are threads. So, whatever, I have no idea. I looked at that, the first thing I saw was two screws are missing. Now, I don't actually know why, and I don't care, because it doesn't affect performance, and everything is going to stay completely where it should be, so I don't really care. One thing I will say, it isn't completely dry out the factory. It has a light coating of what can only be described as shitty Taiwanese grease. Clean the entire thing, and as always with KWC and other budget guns I'm going to get, because they paint the rails, etc. Even Tokyo Maru do this. It's a fucking stupid idea. So polish everything, polish it all. Okay, there's a Dremel, high speed, nothing on it. After you've removed the paint, and that's it. Thinners and a Dremel. Super speed, polish everything, and grease it. Okay, you'll thank yourself for it in the long run. Do your gun a lot of good and stop all the paint and crap from jamming it up. Really, I tend to do it to a lot of my gas blowback handguns, and they all work pretty well as a result. Now, this gun, pretty cool. Everything inside, fairly solid. The slide is not your usual gas blowback affair. It's a little bit weird, it's a little bit odd. The design is quite basic. By quite, I mean extremely. It's ever so basic. Recoil Spring literally is just a case of whoop, straight out. Really, really easy, very simple. Nothing to declare there. Your chamber block bit here of a barrel bit moves forward, that's where your hop is, and at the back here you can just turn it out that way, give it a slight shake, allow that to come forward, and then gravity will do the rest for you with the gas blowback unit. You got your two small springs, and all that's keeping it in there is that pin. That little indent there is where it sits, and that's it. And your blowback housing and everything is in here. Blowback housing's fine, you want to oil it, check the rocket valve and everything, it's all good in there. Check it's cool. Don't lose it, don't lose the springs, whatever you do. And yeah, this here will be where your hop unit is. Now, having never disassembled a Sigma before, 14-year-old me didn't bother with the original model I had. Slide looks okay, pretty reasonable. I can solve that wobble, that's just a hex screw. Everything in here is pretty good. Pretty good, not too bad. Pretty alright for the money. I only paid £52, including delivery for mine. The barrel is an aluminium barrel, or aluminum, if you're one of my American viewers. Hello Americans, how y'all doing? 2 pins here, you just tap these out, that'll be your hop unit in there. Hop is completely disabled as standard. There's not anything there, there's nothing poking out. It is literally just a screw, so you will have to literally just go whoop, clockwise that one in, and get a little bit of pressure applied. I wouldn't go too far because the likelihood is it will rip, so I wouldn't bother doing it too much. Just clean everything out, get all the bits of paint and crap off, and then reassemble in the reverse. All in all, generally speaking, a very good gun. For the price, £52.98 delivered for me, I think it was. It's dirt cheap. I'm just going to go ahead and put some basic grease on here and let some of the paint wear off naturally. Whilst I fire it, I'm going to have a little bit of fun with mine. I don't see why I can't. Alright, just check your nozzle. Put on the square. Alright. That clicking noise and the twang of the springs, that's what you're looking for. That's to show you there's nothing obstructing it and it's moving correctly. Spray, very thin oil here, followed by some high viscosity oil. Straighten that rocket valve there, that's all you do. One of those, and high viscosity here. Boop. A bit thicker. Just down in there, alright? And just move it backward and forward. Get it to eat the oil. Om nom nom. Okay, that's all it needs to do. And that will keep it going, alright? That is literally it. A bit on the outside here as well, just apply some. Be quite liberal with the oil, doesn't matter at all. Alright. Oops. Get back in there. So yeah, as you can tell, it's not a very highly thought out internal setup here. It's very basic, it's extremely simple. It really is not a Tokyo Maori handgun or a WE even for that matter. It's just really basic. But yeah, overall, you know, fit and finish on it is poor internally, but it works. It's a basic mechanism and it works. So I'll be back soon with a firing video. We'll make sure I polish my rails and we'll see how it fires, and I'll get some slow motion footage of it. Stay tuned if you're into real firearms. I've also got some 4-gauge shotgun stuff coming up. That'll be up next month, so you guys all stick around, stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I'll be up with a shooting video, some accuracy tests, and some slow motion of the Wesson Sigma Gold Edition, okay? Thanks for watching.